Yo, what's going on guys? HyperX here. Today I want to talk some more about Street Fighter 6 because the closed beta test is coming this weekend. Admittedly, I know not everybody has had keys sent out just yet, but today I still want to go through some of the most noteworthy things about this game. That way, if you're diving into closed beta this weekend, you know some of the things you have to expect, and if you're not playing the closed beta, you can still at least learn some stuff about the game. So if you guys are excited for Street Fighter 6, either way, then this video is for you. If you guys do enjoy this, a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below, let me know where you guys are right now. Are you hyped for the upcoming release? Which of the currently announced characters is your favorite, and who do you still hope to see? Anyway, with that being said, let's start off with the closed beta. Kicking off tomorrow, of course, in true beta fashion, the main focus here is to monitor how the servers hold up, of course, see what people think of the game, and just in general use this as an opportunity to identify any potential issues and then improve them before the game launches. But what exactly will you be jumping into in the closed beta? Well, you know what? There's actually quite a bit of stuff to test out. First things first, you will be able to create a character. Don't forget that, of course, the game does have a world tour mode, which is basically like your immersive single-player experience in which you get to create a character. More on that in a moment, but it's worth noting in the closed beta, character creation will only be possible once. So, maybe make a character that you actually like. You'll also have access to ranked matches, casual matches, battle hub matches, open tournaments, training mode, the hub goods shop, the extreme battles, which are updated daily, the game center, which is also updated daily, the challenges, also updated daily, the DJ booth, and the photo spot. In terms of characters, you'll be able to test out Luke, Jamie, Ryu, Chun-Li, Guile, Kimberly, Juri, and Ken. Basically, all the characters that were shown most recently in TGS. Unfortunately, not any of the additional ones that were revealed soon after, but regardless, still plenty of people to check out. There'll be an array of different stages and also a variety of different features, including cross-platform play, the different control types, both modern and classic, commentary, of course, by the commentators if you so wish, and a variety of other things. So basically, there's quite a lot of things to jump into. So if you are diving in, then of course, let's go over some of the most noteworthy things in Street Fighter 6. One of the most noteworthy changes and things you'll of course definitely want to keep in mind are the battle system alterations. Basically, what's new this time around. This time you have a thing called the drive gauge. This is described as the engine that powers the drive system, and it's available as soon as the round begins. This allows you to fight to your liking, and you can then basically spend your drive gauge as you see fit. If you spend your entire gauge, you'll enter a burnout state, which comes with big disadvantages, but it will also replenish automatically. So meter management, naturally in fighting games, it's always an important thing, but meter management is key when using this gauge. And of course, understanding the system in depth will be key to higher level battles. And of course, linking into the drive gauge are various different drive actions. You have drive impact, which is a powerful strike that can absorb an opponent's incoming attack. You then have drive parry, which will automatically repel an opponent's attack and replenish drive when performed successfully. You then have overdrive, and keep in mind different things cost different gauges. This will cost 2 of your drive gauge. This one, by pressing 2 of the same button type instead of 1, will turn it into an overdrive art, and these are basically the same as EX special moves in past games. You then have drive rush, which will allow you to perform a quick rush forward from a drive parry or a cancelable normal attack. And you then have drive reversal, where you can perform a counterattack while blocking an opponent's attack. Now, one of the other noteworthy things that they are changing, or at least adding into Street Fighter 6, is another way to play the game. Of course, naturally, if you are a fighting game veteran and you've been playing since day one, since the second you could hold a controller, then classic controls will of course be your thing. This is the traditional 6-button layout that needs no introduction. This of course will be where all of the high level players gravitate towards because it gives you the complete freedom, complete control, you can customize your button layout, and of course you have your 6 buttons to choose from. However, if you are someone that is either new to fighting games, maybe you've played them before but you're not necessarily the best, or maybe you just want an easier time where you want to sort of jump in and you want to learn things a little bit more casually, then you do have the new modern battle system. This allows you to perform special attacks with simple button combinations. The official description for this says that it's been designed for players who want to fight without memorizing and practicing special move button combinations. So basically, a few examples of this one are, if you think about normally, things like Hadouken would of course come with a quarter circle forward and then your input. Meanwhile in this mode, you can then press triangle. And other things like Shoryuken simply is a left and an input, High Blade Kick is a down and an input, or your Tatsumaki Senpu Kyaku is of course on back and an input. Basically, you can almost liken it to sort of like a Smash Brothers style controller. Now again, I know a lot of people are not necessarily going to be a fan of this, but keep in mind these are options. You do not need to use these, and of course naturally if you are going to higher level play, this won't give you the level of control that you want. But for anyone looking to just jump in and have some fun, this is for you. Plus, if you've always enjoyed fighting games but maybe you struggle with some of the inputs, things like the Z and of course the quarter circles or half circles, then again, this gives you a way to enjoy the game. And honestly, I'm a big fan of always giving people more ways to play. Moving on from there, you then of course have the Battle Hub. This is a hub where players can meet up, have fun, battle it out, and basically establish their rivalries. Again, a place where of course you will see your avatar, but within this you have a variety of different things to do, to encounter. The hub itself, of course, is where the players will gather, communicate, and this of course represents a core mode of the game. You use your avatar to meet up with other players, and you can also access the fighting grounds and the online options from here. You can then gather around the battle cabinets, which are basically like your arcade machines, and you can then go into your matches from there. If any of you guys have played things like Arc System Works games before, you'll be familiar with the fact that you have the little avatars that tend to sort of huddle around an arcade cabinet, and this typically is how you play your games. And this is also in the Battle Hub. Honestly, I love this kind of thing, and similarly from here you can spectate. Basically, it's just making it like a big community hub, which is really cool. But you then have the event counter, which allows you to check out various events that are ongoing or scheduled at the time. Tournaments are also held periodically in the Battle Hub, so you can also spectate and get involved from here. And plus, you also have access to the Hub Goods Shop, which is basically a place you can go to purchase gear to customize your avatar. Because of course, fashion is the ultimate end goal. Don't forget that of course you will have access to Fighters coins and Drive tickets. When you're playing the closed beta, they'll actually give you some Fighters coins just to get you started. You can go to the news section and you can download them from there. Plus, Drive tickets are obtainable by completing challenges or entering events. So use these to customize your character. And while of course this will not be something you experience in the beta, we do of course also have World Tour, which is something to look forward to when the game releases. This is your immersive single player story mode. You'll travel the world in search of true strength, you jump in again with your avatar, and you'll of course meet iconic characters, train with them, battle with them, and take on trials and challenges, which basically gives you a more sort of structured single player experience than just doing arcade matches back to back. There's plenty more stuff to look forward to, but for the time being, there's a little rundown on some of the most noteworthy new things you have to look forward to in Street Fighter 6, and some of which you get to experience in the closed beta. Sound out down below if you guys will be playing this weekend, and of course if not, then do be sure to keep it locked, because as and when we get to showcase more of the game to you guys, we will definitely bring that your way. But for the time being, you can check out one of these videos if you've missed something uploaded on the channel recently, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.